No. Hi, welcome back to Pandora X. I'm Sandra and this is Ken.
Hi.
And it's finally here. Expanse night. Season 2,
We're gonna
episode
find out
5.
whether Miller gets blowed up.
He obviously doesn't because the Navoo skipped him.
But he's holding the holy hand grenade.
I told you my theory on that.
Yeah, he's
not gonna die. It's Miller. Okay, they're gonna go and get him because now they can't blow up arrows. So there's no point in him blowing himself up. So he'll give the coordinates to Naomi, and then she'll stop the bomb from going off, and then they'll rescue Miller.
No.
He doesn't have a point now. If he blows up, he's not blowing up with arrows. He's blowing up alone with the docks. He wanted a point, a purpose for his sacrifice, and it wouldn't be anything if he does that.
I was just thinking, I wonder how far you could throw that bomb in space if you had 60 seconds to have it float away.
I don't know. So last week, it was like basically the whole plan to destroy Eros was set in motion. The Mormon ship was on its way.
Yep.
The Rossi crew was there to send out the bomb people and then take them back in.
Mm-hmm. Which they did.
Except Miller, because he was holding his finger on the faulty bomb.
The holy hand grenade.
Yeah, the holy hand grenade. But it's not the holy hand grenade. Well, the holy hand grenade was the Mormon ship.
Yeah.
Right when Miller was going to, die and sacrifice himself for everything, and the Mormon ship was supposed to hit arrows, it looked like it missed it. And everyone and he's like, what the heck? The Navoo just turned direction. And they're like, no, it's on the same course.
Yeah.
Arrows moved.
Yeah.
So the screaming voices in the blue goo
like,
somehow telekinetically moved arrows away from the Navoo and saved itself. So then I was like, they left us at that cliffhanger where everyone's mouth was hanging open. No, one of my commenters said, well, why don't you just watch the next one and then you can put the video up later? Well, we just don't, that's not how it works at our house because we just don't have that amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we're kind of busy people.
We can only watch one episode of something a night. So we wished we could, but we knew we had to wait till Friday. And now Friday is here, and we are very excited to move on to episode 5. So let's just get to it.
Madam, the Mormon leadership in Salt Lake is claiming Johnson stole the Navoo after forcibly removing all their people from the ship.
That is true.
How does a big rock like Eros suddenly turn into a ship?
Shit. Alex? It's that damn rock. It's speeding up.
Is it coming to you?
Heck of a hurry to get somewhere.
Where's it going?
I don't feel any acceleration, but man, it sure looks like I'm leaving you guys in the dust.
Dio, we are tracking you.
Oh.
And it's accelerating. It's now on a direct collision course.
That blue goo is mad at you. Here we come.
I'm on it.
There's a spirit, kid. I'm gonna take my pet nuke. So what? You guys try to map me out the shortest way to get to where I'm going.
Sadly, there's no time to conduct a study to satisfy your curiosity.
He's so bitter.
We'll sterilize the detonation zone with a second wave of missiles.
And get the secretary aligned to the Martian Prime Minister. We don't want them mistaking our missiles for a first strike.
Yeah, you don't need more problems, my
Let's
friends.
hope they're feeling warm and fuzzy today.
Going up under a blue sky. 8 parents slobbering all over you.
Hey now, wait till you get to know him better. Lots of layers.
Yeah, the naked one is my favorite.
What are the chances of getting
The Shining, or what was that from? The Cuckoo's Nest?
No, that's The Shining.
The Shining.
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny. Jeez, how long do you have to push the button? Oh my god. Oh jeez. This is not going.
60-second timer.
Ah! You kick. Beeping intensifies. Dang it. Miller. Push the button. Oh god. Oh. Haha, yes.
I got me.
That was convenient. A dolly just happened to be there.
Part.
What was that? Naomi, I didn't catch you.
Miller, I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
It is Julie.
It's Julie.
Julie is the seed. She's growing the seed, so it's her voice.
Looks like I'm gonna need a minute here, guys.
You don't have long because Earth is planning on blowing you up. Jeez.
Off our radar too, but it's still right there. We have visual. It's just not reflecting radar anymore.
Can it deflect the missiles?
So if Earth's missiles can't see Eros,
Then they can't blow it up.
What? This thing is smart.
Need to steer the missiles in. I understand the gravity of the request, but need a response before the window of opportunity closes.
This is exactly the kind of opportunity he's been waiting.
You need to stop talking.
Redirect missiles at Mars.
No.
Or Earth.
It's just the guidance systems.
We'll have to take Fred Johnson's word for it.
Or I could talk to the captain of this ship.
Oh, surprise! It's Holden.
Echo station.
Open a channel.
Oh. Everybody knows who he is.
these things are starting.
There's no time to bargain. We can only choose to trust each other. I pray that we will.
We can't trust this man.
Can't trust you, actually.
James Holden is neck deep in everything that's happening.
I vouch for James Holden. We can trust him.
Yeah, and you screwed up with the whole mouth thing, so you just keep your mouth shut.
Calls the end of the world. The Secretary General and most of the others are already gone.
One more minute.
So they're all beating it out, but leaving everyone else to bite it. Nice. Well, I respect her for not fleeing like those other weaklings.
Okay, go.
You know those voices I'm hearing? I think this thing is taking the, I don't know, consciousness, some part of
Yes.
whatever it is makes us human. It's eating it. She infected the proto-molecule back. You know, the Razorback, her old ship headed right for Earth. I keep hearing her talk about the Razorback. I think she thinks she's on it. I
Oh.
think she's controlling this whole thing.
Oh,
She's the seed crystal.
that's why they're heading for Earth. Oh! If they stop following it, will it stop moving?
Alex, tap the brakes, but do not lose visual.
Birds seem to mean a lot in this place.
Well, it's the bird from outside her apartment, isn't
Yes,
it?
that's right.
So it's being conjured by her.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. No. Did I wait? Ugh. Jesus. No! Are you, what? Miller? That stuff's gonna get you. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's some weird. Ah! Oh my god. Oh, it's going to Venus. Apparently no one lives there.
That's a surface temperature of molten lead. I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh no! What happened to Miller?
Yeah, that was episode 5, and it did not disappoint. And I forgot to say this at the beginning, but the commenters have told me that episode 5 is actually the end of the first book. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense that it ended the way it did, kind of like on a cliffhanger of, did Miller and Julie die? Like, they just crashed Eros into Venus. Miller decided to stay with his true love, Julie, who I've said since the beginning he's obsessed with. And she's like...
Panda was right.
They've pretty much had her in a birthing position, if anyone noticed that, because she was basically birthing this thing.
There was more severe uterus.
Yeah. So they had her all like nakedy birthing this thing, but she was like the center of it. She was the consciousness of the entire thing.
Yeah.
So she just wanted to go home, but she didn't realize she was going to destroy her home. So this is what I'm saying. Like, this blue goo, I didn't feel it was evil. I felt like it absorbed the consciousness of the people, and in this case, it was Julie. That I guess a lot of people died, but...
Yeah, that's kind of a bit of a problem with your theory.
Well, the thing is, but it still had... You could still talk to it. You could still communicate with it, being that it was Julie. Although she didn't kind of realize, she didn't understand what had happened to her. So Miller stripped down, faced the blue goo with none of his armor on.
No suit.
And went out making out with Julie.
Yep.
So if he died, he went out doing what he wanted, which was to be with Julie, who said to him that they belonged together. And that's what he said. There was this weird connection with them. They saw each other. I don't know what it is, but I don't know how Miller would come back from this. I don't know what to say, because I want him to come back, but I have a feeling that was the end of his story. Anyway, so he convinced Julie that they should go to Venus instead of Earth.
Yep.
And everyone let Holden deal with it, because so we'll run through this. So Crisjen and Earth decided to launch all their missiles at Eros because it was coming towards Earth.
Yeah.
It was moving at a crazy ass pace towards Earth to just destroy it. But Julie was the one driving it. They figured out after she kept saying, "You can't have the Razorback." He kept hearing that. Miller realized that if he got to Julie and convinced her not to drive Eros towards Earth like she was the shuttle captain, that he could save Earth. So, and in order to do that, he had to convince Holden to stop the Rossi from pursuing it, because it was fleeing, it was defending itself. So if the Rossi stopped, he could stop Julie from trying to flee so quickly. So then there was this whole thing where they had to give, basically the thing became stealth. Eros became stealth, and you could see it. So Earth couldn't lock onto it with their missiles. So Johnson said, "I have a ship, the Rossi, that can lock onto this thing. They see it. I can guide your missiles, but you gotta trust me." So they did. But Johnson then had to trust Holden when he said, "You have to divert the missiles somewhere else. You're going to have to control them and send them on a wild mission, because we can't send it toward Eros. We have to..." He didn't actually explain. He just said to trust him, and that was that. But that would make Fred look like he was just taking these missiles for no reason.
Yeah, he's now got essentially in his control half the nuclear arsenal of the Earth.
Yes.
That can't be good, from their point of view.
That girl looked like she was pretty happy about it. His sidekick chick. So I don't know. And Crisjen stayed on Earth, where all her UN dudes fled.
They all fled like big Trump babies.
Yeah, they all fled like weaklings.
Into the bunker.
But Crisjen stayed because she was the captain of the ship and she was going to go down.
Yeah, Eros hits Earth. That's extinction of the dinosaurs level kind of problem again.
They said it was bigger than the asteroid that hit Earth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
that was only a kilometer across.
Quite the ride. So Miller spent the whole episode, turning that bomb off and then almost letting it explode. But I guess when Julie touched it,
she
fixed it. So it was like unnuked.
She unplugged the battery.
Yeah, something happened to it. She managed to turn it off. And then they plowed into Venus.
Sploosh.
Which, I guess Venus's atmosphere might have been able to destroy it. Because it's pretty sulfuric and messed up.
Who knows? This thing seems to have been able to adapt to some pretty hostile environments thus far.
Is the blue goo gone? Is this the end of the story then? Is that the end of blue goo?
Doesn't make sense.
It's got, and where's Mao? He took off.
More.
He wasn't even talking to Aaron Wright, who was like so angry he kicked his comm receiver phone thing across the room.
Pitched his toys right out of the pram.
Yeah.
Bad boy.
So and Mars stood down. They decided they wanted them not to think it was an attack. So for once, everyone worked together to try to stop Julie's little asteroid from killing everyone.
And it didn't work.
But it was really down to Miller.
Yep. Just
Miller by himself. Well, at least we get to see what's going to happen next. And they had a drink for... Mm-hmm. They almost killed themselves. The Tear of the Rossi. They G'd themselves to the extreme.
15 G's. I mean, so you're like, weighing 15 times your normal body weight.
Yeah. They had lots of G juice, but I mean, they were willing to take it to 20. They were willing to do whatever it took. And and Crisjen knew that. She was like, they're going to kill themselves trying to get this thing. And that's when Miller said, nope, stop.
I'll just
push the brakes, my friends. I'm going to be one with my proto-molecule girlfriend who's looking mighty fine in her new shape as glowing blue lady. But now what do we, it feels like it's the end of a season, but it's not. Episode 6.
Guess we're going to see what happens.
I guess we'll see the fallout from all of this. And is Fred Johnson in trouble now because he still has these nukes?
Well, yeah, well,
Or are they going to be like, see, he stole our nukes. War, blah, blah, blah.
Well, the belt certainly has its own arsenal now.
Well, and Aaron Wright is no longer working with Mao, so there's not that same, trying to get them to war against each other. Because Aaron Wright's like, yeah, I'm not doing your work for you anymore. Mao was like MIA, so...
It doesn't seem likely that conflict is going to end anytime soon in this,
Yeah, I just don't know where it goes. I have no predictions because if the blue goo is actually gone, well, it's not because they still have that missile full of it.
Absolutely.
Out in the space.
The secret sample.
Yeah.
That's not good.
But they have that one doctor and they now know he has no empathy, so they have ways of talking to him because he helped them figure out that there was a seed at the center. Key. Yeah.
Yep.
And Miller knew it was her.
The seed came from her uterus.
Oh my God. Why do you need to say uterus every time? All right. If you enjoy our reactions, please subscribe and check out our playlists for more reactions for The Expanse, as well as some of the other shows that we do. And we'll do episode 6 on Tuesday. So see you then. Bye.